Hello, Kemet sibling, Yolanda. How are you guys? Yeah. Let us keep it shallow and basic for the algorithm. Yo, guys, can you imagine? You can't teach properly here. That's why I don't like the platform. Yo, okay, let's just play. Shall I dance for you? Let me play some music. Let me play some piano and dance for you guys. That's what we're allowed to do on TikTok. Anything serious on TikTok and you get into trouble. So, Ninjan, come back. I will, you know what? Let's just have a question time. But whatever you do, please keep that word, that SEX word out your mouths because... And your emojis. Be careful what emojis you use. If you use too many angry faces, too many cry faces, this thing will shut us down again. Okay. So here we are. We are back and we are keeping it shallow. So please, hey, I may as well invite guests, right? Let's just keep it shallow. Who wants to come on and ask me a question? Togoza apiwe, Togozan. Whoever wants to come on and ask a question, do so. It'll actually help me. Peaceful greetings, Melinda. Peaceful greetings. How are you? So here somebody says invite. Who's this? Invite sent. I'm going to take one person at a time, guys. It makes my life a lot easier. I've sent an invite, Sunshine. Who else? You can pin a comment now. Tap. Yo, TikTok, leave me alone. I don't want to pin nothing. Yo, go Siam. Guys, please ask a question. If you want to come on, do the request thing and come on, and then we can you can ask me whatever and I can answer you. Hey, James. There we go. Hey, James. I don't know. I missed your profile picture last time, so I kept thinking, I wonder who this person is. There's so many trolls on here. Anyone want to come on and ask me a question? Otherwise, I'll go. Nyamba. Spongiseni, good evening. There we go. So I invited you, Mara. Invite sent. Who else is here? Invite sent. Well, was I born in Africa? I feel like being silly, but yes, the short answer is yes. I was definitely born in Africa. Matter of fact, I grew up in Africa. Yes. I guess I found it. I'm not laughing at you at all. It's just, I just found it. Guys, are you getting these invites sent? Honestly. Anyone getting invites sent? I don't understand. What is happening? Live settings. Yeah, so you guys should be able to come on, right? Okay, guests. Shall I invite guests? Sunshine, I invited you, but you're not showing. Who else wants to come on? Kemet sibling, would you like to come on? There, I invited you. Aniboni, what is going on? Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know why. I saw your invitation. I don't know how to use TikTok. Well, then ask me a question, because otherwise I don't even know what to talk about at this point, because I hadn't planned on partying on TikTok today. So, angazi ukuthi sokhuluma ngani. So, what should we talk about? Give me something to talk about. I got the invite, but you're eating. So, why did you ask to come on? Haibo. First question, Gogo, is the earth flat? No. Oh, Kosiam. No, no, or Coco. And I'm not talking these stupid, these amazing NASA scientists who have for years been telling us our ancestors proved that the earth is round. That's why we have the calendar the way we have it. Enzalo elanga, we have the solar calendar. That solar calendar would not be able to track the shadow of the sun as it moves around it on a yearly basis if the earth was flat. The importance of dreams. There we go. Oh, you just showed up. The importance of dreams. If you are umuntu, ongumuntu, and you don't dream, there is a problem. Why? Because as Abantu, we understand that we're spirit first before incarnate in this human realm. Dreams are an important part of who we are because it is through the dream state that ancestors and other cosmic beings, I wasn't supposed to say that, and other cosmic beings communicate with us. So, yes, dreams are an essential part of who we are. Now, the great thing about dreams is some dreams are very, very clear, and there are different types of dreams, right? You have what I call the warning dreams, the prophetic dreams. Then you have the dreams where they are informational dreams. They're just giving you some information like, hey, your uncle so-and-so is about to be unalived, i.e. is about to transition. There's nothing you can do about uncle so-and-so who's 89 years old, has lived his life, and he's about to transition, right? Uncle so-and-so is about to transition. They give you that warning. Just to let you know that he's going. There's nothing you can do about it. What you might do is or to pray that, bamamgele, so that they can accept him. That's it. Then there is the warning dream where, for example, you dream of a friend of yours, or say usually it's a relative. You dream of someone in the family and they have a car accident. This is an able-bodied person, maybe your brother or your sister. That is a warning dream. You get up from that dream and you go to your sister and you say, listen, I had such and such a dream. Your sister might actually say, you know what, funny, because I intended to take a long road trip to Cape Town this weekend. That is the time to say, sit down, don't do it. That is a warning dream. Then there are the kinds of dreams where you are being attacked spiritually, and you are sleeping and you think you're dreaming, but it's not really, because your body sleeps, but your spirit is always awake. The spirit never gets tired, it's energy. So when your body is at rest, the physical body is tired, that is the opportunity for your spirit to exit and roam around. Sometimes the spirit will exit and leave like an energetic umbilical cord to your body and literally time travel. Go to all parts of the world, the galaxies everywhere. And then now when you wake up, you're like, I had this amazing dream. I was at Mars and I saw Saturn. Meanwhile, you were there. Umoya wako took you there. Your body stayed where it was. But umoya wako, which is what you are. See, you guys are seeing me, right? You see the physical. This is the house. Who's talking to you right now is my spirit. And other spirits. And other spirits that I may have or may not have. All right, sorry guys, I'm being silly. But what I'm saying to you guys is, my spirit is using this physical body to communicate certain things with you. And this is why, for example, people will say things like, hey, you cannot do an online reading. Of course you can do an online reading, because my spirit transcends this glass here, transcends your physical body, and I can tap into your energy and your spirit. It's African science, most at its highest, very sophisticated. So yes. So the attacks in the dreams, it's either somebody has come in to attack you, And a lot of people nowadays in these dreams know how to fight. Like they will fight whatever entity or whatever person it is. Some will have conversations with these person. I always love it when inyanga say, "Masihlangane endumbeni, masihlangane emoyeni." It's like Clash of the Titans. Let's meet in the spiritual realm, one-on-one. So I laugh about it. But yeah, it's literally what it does. So you'll find that there are a lot of healers who actually know each other on that plane, but on the physical plane have never met. I've had a few visitations from a few choice people, and it's been lit. So, yes, attacks. You will dream of attacks. Sometimes you will fight your attacks. You learn, especially if you're a spiritually gifted person, you also learn warfare. You learn spiritual warfare. Sometimes I do it while I'm there and I see somebody come in and I'm like, "Oh, funanla." And the person will be shrouded and things. And then I look at the tattoos and I look at the manala. I'm like, get the hell out of here. I can see who you are. And what do you think you're here to do? Have sex, Suga. I don't even live. But you see what I mean is that there are people who will try you, especially if you're a healer. They want to see where can they place you. And not me. Those I walk with. Hey guys, this reminds me, just be careful what you do in the streets. There's some people whose people are anyway. That's the dream. Prophetic dreams, these foretell the future. Now, on the prophetic dream, you can start having prophetic dreams either for your family only, but there are people who have prophetic dreams because they are charged with taking care of nations, taking care of the entire world. These are the people who are in service of higher order spirits, higher deities. They are in service of the spirits that actually created this world. Does that make sense? There are people with that higher calling. And so this is where the prophetic dreams and the messages come from. They are tasked with delivering messages to the world, to a country, to a community, to a what. Oh. Then there are the other kinds of dreams that are what people would call ancestral dreams. Meaning, well, all dreams really come from the spiritual realm. It's not necessarily your ancestors, but there are ancestral dreams for those who are ancestrally gifted. And I don't really think this is the live to go into detail on those because, sure, I just spoke to somebody earlier today and I said, 2019, I gave a prophecy and I said, Gobelas are going to really need to level up because kids are going to manifest with dreams of things they've never heard of. And then they'll call these kids crazy. Meanwhile, no, these kids are not crazy. These kids are seeing what they're seeing and it's real. Well, the time is here. Spaceships, aliens, UFOs, it's here. And I saw it coming 2019. I said, you're going to have to level up. You're going to have to expand your own spiritual horizons and you're going to have to grow. You can no longer just rely on I'm a Gobela and impande year too we do dun 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 dun. You can't rely anymore on the standard snake dreams, the standard water dreams, because yeah, that whole thing by itself is no longer enough. Yeah. So that's that. Someone else, Gogo, please can you talk about the Akashic records and what they are? Nana, this is not the live for it. The Akashic records are, in short, these are the records of all your lives, all your past lives. Remember, as African people, Bagwantu, we know that we reincarnate. We know it, And many people, myself included, have lived several lifetimes. And there are ways in which you can find out. One of which is tapping into your Akashic records to find out who you were in previous lives. Very important, especially if you are a healer now, or you are a prophet now, or prophetess now, who has been charged with taking care of the world. it becomes very important to look back to say, who am I? Because who you were is still the same person that you are today, because you're the same spirit. Your incarnation in the now is this that you guys see as Umkhulu Nkanyezi. But my soul is the same soul. So it becomes important to find out, how did I get here to be doing this kind of work in the here and now? What was I doing prior? Some people don't care. I do. And it's been very important for me, because otherwise my understanding of my current life, I would totally be somewhere, what do you call these places where they lock up people who are hoo-hoo? That would have been me. But tapping into my Akashic records assisted. Now, this can be done in several ways. There is a process called regression analysis, where somebody puts you under hypnosis. I do it. For people, it's a long process, hours. And we walk you back into your past, and you access your Akashic records that way. It's usually recorded. Turn off invites. There's somebody called Eliza. Sorry, I was mid-sentence. So that's one way of accessing those records. That is a whole memory bank. Now, listen, you got to understand, Bagwantu, how old we are. So then that gives you an idea. Because if we say that if we look at your DNA, and your DNA is about 3 point something billion trillion tetra whatever, and the age of the earth is about 3 point something billion, what does that tell you about you, umuntu? So now start to think about how many lifetimes possibly that you've been on. So that Akashic record is a huge library of information. And it's not somewhere out of there. It's somewhere here, because you're still the same soul. So there are ways of tapping into that memory and finding out what that information is. I hope I've answered in brief. I really don't want to go into detail on this right now, but am I the only one who is feeling the feminine energy both physically and spiritually? Snetemba. You mean feeling it as currently in the ethers? Yes, it is very much present. It's very much prevalent. It's very much pregnant. Yes, it's there. Like, you can't miss it. You can't miss it. It's a very powerful energy. Remember, we also got the new moon today. And the new moon today, the new moon is not one that you can see at night, because she's very dark. At this point, she's not really getting the sun hitting directly on her. She's furthest away from the sun. So she's very dark and mysterious. That's why I did the video. This is where you now do your manifestation work in the womb of Unomkhubulwane secretly. Nobody needs to know what you're manifesting, what you're talking to her about, but these are some powerful conversations you can be having with her over the things that you want. How can I use the new moon energy, especially if I'm on chakra healing? I don't know what you mean by you're on chakra healing. What, you're doing some chakra healing work? You know that Unomkhubulwane, the moon, is a healer. Inyanga. That's where the name Inyanga come from. We get our name from the moon, Inyanga. And so whatever issues you have, whatever balancing you need, she's a very powerful energy for that. However, I would say that the full moon is more apt for doing the kind of work that you say you're doing if you're doing chakra healing, because a lot of chakra healing involves getting rid of blockages, getting rid of things that no longer serve you, because these are the things that keep your chakras blocked, really. These are the times where you're getting rid. So the full moon is about manifestation and setting intention. The new moon, sorry. So the new moon is about manifestation and setting intention. The full moon is about getting rid of things that no longer serve us. Oh, Why does this thing go away so quickly? I just saw somebody wanted to come on, and then as I am about to press, they disappear. Obviously, it's not meant to be here. Okay. Emakosini Mkulu, that is why I've been feeling zoned out. It's not a full moon, Gogo. It's a new moon. New. Yeah. So, Inyanga izelwe kabusha. Does dreaming red stars in the skies... Does dreaming red skies in the there's stars in the sky signs of danger? Not necessarily. There are some red stars. It depends on the energy of the star. So not necessarily, not at all, actually. I mean, I don't know what your full dream is. I don't have the context. I don't like doing dream interpretation without a context because things can go horribly wrong. I just don't do it. Let's see. Love your personality. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. Yeah, thank you. A bit silly, but thank you. Do you work with Oshun? Yeah, bo. I too. Why are you asking me personal things? These are my secrets. Yes, I do work with Oshun energy because she is sacral chakra things. Sacral chakra things. I am into womb healing, by the way. I'm a fertility specialist as well. So definitely I work with Oshun. And help women have babies. Invite somebody to go live together. No. Somebody's laughing. What about Bashar? Huh? Bashar? What about Bashar? I don't know what to say. Anyone else? Questions, or ask to come on, whatever you like. Mkulu, how does one use angel numbers given in a dream? Ha! It's a good one. So do you know what angel numbers are? Actually, they are not angel numbers. They are angle numbers. Angel numbers. Those numbers are basically telling you of a particular universal frequency that is out there. So the numbers 1111, 1212, 33, 444, 111. Those numbers are numbers that indicate, if you start seeing them around, it indicates that you're tuned into a certain frequency, that 111 frequency, whatever it is in hertz. These frequencies are surrounding the whole globe. So it means that when you're tuning into 111, there are probably billions of other people who are also tuned into that same frequency. The key to finding out what this means, and if you're seeing it in your dreams, then it's clear to me that there is something that you need to look deeply into. You have to then find out what that number means. That number can have various different meanings, especially if you go online. I have a deck with angel numbers because I work with numerology a lot with my mentees. One of the first things I do is do a numerological chart on you because I like to get all the information about who you are. I use the African calendar to find out what your principle is. So numerology, I don't do astrology, is the way it's done this end. I use our calendar. That is enough information because it tells me about the alignment of the planets at the time at which you're born. So I'm Sekhmet, I'm a healer. And so I was born June 19th, and Sekhmet season starts May 23rd to June 23rd. Once I know your birthday and we find out what your principle is, meaning what was the prevailing electromagnetic energy, what was the potent electromagnetic energy when you were born, because that electromagnetic energy is determined by the alignment of the stars in the cosmos as well. So I don't use astrology like that. I use numerology because now we have these other frequencies that are going around the whole globe, and I tap into that using your birthday and using your full name and the place of your birth to gather more information. I then put these together and I create a nice map about who you are. Why do I do this? Because you have to know who you are first before you go and pagamisa ugogo, before you go pagamisa umkulu, before you go pagamisa istunywa. You have to know who you are first. Otherwise, because what's going to happen is you have no idea who you are. Now you've taken on the personalities of all these other spirits. Hey, bo. How will you know when it's you thinking or you talking and it's the gogo or it's the mkulu? Knowledge of self is essential. And I know that maybe the other gobelas out there will pigisa me. I don't really care. I'm not here for that. But what I know for sure with how I've worked with mentees is we get to know who you get to know who you are first, inside out. Then, so uzapagama ogogo, ozbanibani, because they come with their own distinct characters, right? Because these are spirits who were once human, especially the human ones. And even deities, those who are governed by deities, these deities have their own personality and their own ways. If you don't know who you are, say you're one of these people who happens to have several spirits who are coming because they want to work with you. If you don't know who you are, you're going to get lost in there. You really get lost. It can get chaotic. So my own personal preference is to make sure that you know who you are first before we can proceed with anything. And then number 2, so those numbers, go and look up what those numbers mean. If you see 1111, what is it? 1212 is usually telling you that there's something you need to let go of. These things are the universe. You see, Yazi, the universe is mind-blowing. What a time to be alive. We have everything we need to level up. We get all the assistance and help that we need to level up. So sometimes by getting these numbers and then looking, okay, 444, 33, or maybe you're sleeping and you wake up in the morning, it's 3:33 a.m. and you keep waking up at that particular time, right? Look into it. Go and see, what does 333 stand for? What does it mean? And whatever explanations are given, usually one of those will resonate with you. Otherwise, they wouldn't be giving it to you. They wouldn't be showing it to you. Your spirit wouldn't be on the lookout for it. Because it's really your spirit on the lookout to see what frequencies you're tuned into. It's a very beautiful space to be. Thokozani Muntu Omdala, how do we get an appointment with you? You can, you see, it's gonna shut me down if I give my number here again. DM me, Kel. DM me on here, this TikTok, and I'll give you my WhatsApp number, and then you can message me. We'll take it from there. Okay, I've done recently 333 and for 2 months. Yeah, and don't talk your business here. Just you know, take them. Don't put it here. Are you aware of monitoring spirits? You guys, when I tell you that the spiritual streets are nasty, you don't want to believe me. Please don't put your information here. Don't write your dream here. Don't write your family problem here. To do just that. There are people probably on this live who are like, let's see who's got what spirits I can tabula today. Okay, I'm suffering and need help. Message me, just DM me. Okay? Thank you guys. You guys are gifting me. Wow, thank you. You know, I'm not used to getting gifts. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's talk about marine spirits, Nomdao. Hey, Nizanazo. Why you do this to me all the time? I want to avoid these topics because I see so much. Look, I'm going to do a series where I'm going to teach on these things. You know why? Because what I don't do is I don't want to add to the confusion that's already out there. It's not that I don't know. I know very well. But there is so much misinformation and nonsense out on these streets. I don't want to add to that. So my prayer and my patla is I will create teachings so that whoever is brought to me, whoever needs my teachings and what I know for their journey will be brought, and then they get access to those teachings, guys. I feel very heavily responsible for what happens in the spiritual space because I am one of the blessed, if you like, ones who has, who does higher order work. So in so many ways, I'm not only to hold others to account for what it is they do in the spiritual space, I'm also to make sure that I hold myself and my ancestors, who are also answerable to these higher spirits, we hold ourselves accountable to how we present ourselves and what we put out there. So in the interest of not adding to more confusion, because I'm telling you what I tell you here, somebody has disputed. What I tell you here, there's a conflicting video waiting in your For You page. I'm not adding to that noise. Even if I know where my information and the source of my knowledge comes from, it would be adding to the noise. Ne? Please understand, I'm not trying to, I would love to just sit here and just give it to you all but it's like right now there's a current debate about self-initiates and those people who are initiated. It's horrible. I know what I know. Am I putting my mouth on it? No. Why? Because it will simply add fuel to the fire. I'm not doing that. I'm too old, centuries old. Gogo, that's such a beautiful ring of my art. No, this is not a ring. Oh, no, this is not my art. This is just an ankh, and then it's got the wings, and then it's got the scarab right there. Right? The wings you will find on our set, you will find on my art, you will find on Neptet. A lot of the female deities are winged. Oh, even good old Sekhmet has some wings too. So, yeah, they mean something. And I think I'll in the series I'll also do something on symbology so that y'all don't go around calling us ama Mason, ama Illuminati, ngoma. You see the eye of Horus. Devil worship. Aibo. Those are all your signs, guys. Do you know that the first stonemasons, yeah, that's how they could use sound to lift all those stones to build pyramids, lift all those stones to make Enzalo, because Enzalo was built using dolomite, which is not a rock that's found there. And I've been there. Listen, those things are huge, okay? Those stones are huge. I can't even imagine a crane that could lift up that thing. But Okoko would sit there and then they would just hum a certain frequency and the stone would levitate and move. So we are a magical people. We're just not fully aware of that yet, but I have hope. Gogo, why not make a teaching plan by picking topics? Yeah, but I can't teach here like this, Nana. That's why I'm going to make a series. Really nice, solid teachings and put them somewhere, because this platform does not lend itself to teaching. I've said this before. And they took all that in blackmail, all that in, yeah, but that's Twebula shame. Now people was complaining, this one Twebula my gift. I'm like, you don't know nothing about Utechula. How about a whole nation being Twebula? Then you understand how deep the magic goes. I'd love to attend your series. Sure, I think the series is going to be recorded. So it'll be recorded and then it'll be on my page and it's marked series. And then you get access to it. Definitely, I'm going to start that. You know what? This is the answer I needed, because just last night before I fell asleep, I was asking myself, what is the best way to make sure that everybody gets the knowledge they mean? Who's Horus? Horus is Heru. Asimbiz ngu Horus. Uheru cause, represented by the eagle. Uheru is the son of Asa and Isis. So he is part of what we call the Kemetic or the African Trinity, which is Asa, Auset, and Heru. Horus is those Greek people who stole. They are the ones who call Isis, they call Osiris and Horus nonsense. Hey, ama-Greeks bayatshontsha, basitshontshela into zethu. Ah, Papi, long time no see. Thank you. Nice to be here. Well done for handling those people yesterday. Which people, Nana? Nkanyezi, mtanamlo. Nkanyezi, which people? Who did I handle? Your old age. Who did I handle? Remind me, Nana. Remind me who I handled. Gogo, how was your day? My day was good. Oh, the Arabs and Somalis. Kodwa Nkanyezi, why unhlelulwa, Nana? Come here. Come request. Mfunguma nawe ngibambile la mna ngibhaqile. Nkanyezi uyalwa. Yo Nkanyezi hayi Nana. Man. Glad you had a wonderful day, your blessing. No, thank you. Don't make me cry. Oh, by the way, guys, that's another thing you'll know about me. I'm a big old crier. So if you're too nice to me, I cry. If you're mean to me, I cry. Oh, your account has been summoned. Yabona manje. Yeah, bobas. Yo, guys, I have some really spirited children. All my mentees have a certain craziness. But they keep me young. After yesterday, lay low. We're talking about Nkanyezi. No, Nami, today that's why when I saw them saying on my first attempt at going live, when they said, yeah, what, you have 5 minutes to shut down. I was like, yo, I must just go. Because being banned, it doesn't feel good. Do you believe in closed practices? 200, 300, 500%. I do believe in closed practices, and I'll tell you why. Do you know how we fell from grace? Because we had some shady ancestors who decided, and I'm talking now about the Kemet mystery schools, who decided after years and centuries of resisting the Greeks, somebody, I think some brown envelopes must have exchanged hands, ne? They decided to open the mystery schools and start teaching the Greeks. Now, in this teaching, one of the things is the mystery schools, number one, you had to be initiated. Number two, you were sworn to what I call sacredness, not secrecy. Meaning to say, even the way they were taught things and the things they were taught in mystery school are the kind of things that led them to build the pyramids and structures like that, and to understand medicine and science and astronomy in a way that, yeah, that's why these other ones came to plagiarize, right? Because you can't beat the best. Now, here's the problem. While these initiates from all over the continent were in these mystery schools, do you know that they were taught in a language that they were made to forget? Like they were taught things in a way, nothing was written down about how to do certain things. What they are finding now are the things that were written down. That ain't nothing. That's why for all the attempts to recreate the mystery schools, and I'm not talking about us, I'm talking about the palm-colored ones. Their attempts to recreate the mystery schools, they still can't do it. Because the real cocoa was not written down. Why? Because they couldn't risk these initiates in there coming out with that stuff. So what is written down, yes, it's exciting to see, but that's not where the magic is. The real mystery schools are coming up. More on that later. But I digress. So that is how we fell from grace. That is when Kemet started to fall. Because them palm-colored creatures, when they now got out, how Pythagoras said that was me who did that triangle, you know, the triangle, the what did you call it, the right angle triangle. Pythagoras was like, that's mine. Plato was like, yep, that's my philosophy. Yep. Socrates, you guys credit Socrates with this thing, the beginning of the knowledge of self is the beginning of wisdom. That ain't Socrates. That came from Imhotep. But everybody, you see, Greeks, they stole. There is no such thing as Greek philosophy. There is no such thing as Roman philosophy. The Romans were even better because initially they tried to attribute, what do you see? This wheel and these aqueducts that we've created. Actually, we stole the architecture, what you call the blueprints, out of Kemet. They tried. Then with time, someone was like, shh, no, it's ours. How? It's ours. So when the library in Alexandria was burnt down and documents were stolen, this was under Alexander the Great. That is really like that now cemented the end of Kemet as we knew it. They tried to struggle out of it, but then after that, it became invasion. After invasion, they just became really vulnerable. So do I believe in closed practices? 200%. And guess what? When I see right now that there are people who are initiating labanya bantu lava, it's very heavy for me as somebody who comes from a past life where I watched this same thing happen. That is why spirituality is getting taken very quickly out of the divine masculine's hands and back to where it belongs, which is in the hands of the divine feminine. Injalo, that's not me saying that. Umoy. Gogo, how do you know that you've been mounted? You are asking things you shouldn't be asking me on a live. If you want an answer to that, you're going to message me, please. These are not platforms to just talk anyhow. I'm telling you. Okay. Who else? No, it's okay. Don't be sorry. You guys will learn. You know, it's a learning. It's just that you will learn even for yourselves. Ne? You will find that you're warning yourself because you will be picking up. Like I'm picking up stuff right now. That's why I'm saying that. David De Leon. Oh, you've gone. I was about to. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see who David De Leon is. Oh, man. Oh, this Nkanyes. Is Pangan.
Thokoza gogo.
Thokoza chama kunjani nami?
Ngiyaphila wena njani?
Ngiyaphila. Wena Nkanyezi. Awutshela mina.
I'm doing it for the ancestors. Abo gogo bami. Ngeke. Angeke. Angeke.
Oh, you finished me.
Yo.
So you actually saw me. I didn't think you see. See, sometimes, you know, I'm fighting your battles without you even knowing I'm there.
We be
I'm like, what is she talking about? I thought I was incognito. You saw.
People will send me stuff. They'll be like, oh, you should really get in contact with her and stuff. I'm like, what? That's my spiritual mother. Don't you dare. What?
No, people don't know. People are so silly. Yo, I was there. I was like, what I don't know. Why? Can you see where's that? Man.
And you see, they like pissing me. They'll say, no, you're just hateful. You like this, you like that. And then I just say, okay, I just need to say 3 things. And I say the 3, and there it comes out. Their ancestors start showing themselves.
Yeah, you know what? Their ancestors they are ridden with guilt. So obviously that's going to manifest in their children because they know. A lot of the times they know. They know what their ancestors did. And they do, but the thing is they don't want to admit it. They're happier. That's why they want to always shift the conversation to let's talk about the palm-colored creatures and their ancestors. Like, hi, Bo. The palm-colored creatures we are dealing with. It's now time to deal with y'all because you are the first over there. And yours went on for longer, and more Bagwantu were killed or unalived during that time. But we won't go there. Anyone? Yeah, but Nana, I want to say this to you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Every time I see you, I'm like, there she goes. I am so proud of you. I am proud of what you represent. And when it comes to Indlovukazi, to me, because Munana wami uyinkosazana, you are rapping in such a beautiful way. Don't let anybody ever discourage you or make you feel small. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Welcome. You are so welcome.
I needed to hear that. I just can't wait to go back home so I can just go and get my armor, my weapons.
Get everything taken care of. It's coming. It's coming. I see it. It's coming sooner than you think. Yeah.
It's so tough.
I know. But you're going to be okay, Nana. They've got you.
Just wondering why this long.
Everything in divine timing, you know? Everything in divine timing.
I miss home so much.
I know, sweetheart.
I just want to go home.
I know, Nana. I know. Soon. I promise you, it's sooner than you think. It's starting to feel unbearable for you, but it's sooner than you think. Come message me towards the end, okay, Nana? Go send me a WhatsApp and we can talk.
Okay.
I'll be off of here in the next hour or so. I love you.
I love you. Good.
Right,
bye.
baby.
Cheers.
Bye, Nana. Bye. It's 10:10. Yeah, boy, injalo. So we appreciate you. I'm really glad I came across you. Oh, Magwande, Ketla. Anyone else with any questions? Ingane yami iyalila ngale. I need to go and take care of her. Anyone else? Please ask me a good question that I can dive deep in. I'll answer one more question and I'll go. No, don't apologize. This is a safe space. This is your mother's house. You can cry anytime you want to, okay? It's okay. It's fine. But I'm gonna come. Go message me so that you have so many messages. Send me a message so yours is right at the top. When I'm done, I'll come look for you. Any group manifestation, I usually put one out. I don't know if you follow me on Facebook, but I usually will put some sort of a group. I have a group of women I manifest with for Tina Bagwantu. Our manifestations, Bagwantu, they don't change from month to month. We want land back. We want wealth back. We want our artifacts back. And we want an end to the tyranny of Laba or Amasongandlebe, whatever they call them. What do these people call them? Those ones, the kneeless ones. Those are our manifestations from month to month. And I jiggy until those things happen. So if you want to join the collective manifestation, those are the things: land back, wealth back, land back, wealth back, artifacts back, and number one, reparations is another, and an end to the tyranny of these creeps. Matter of fact, asabafuni tina e-Afrika, asabafuni vele. So mele bahambe. So siyayimanifesta le ukuthi baduke, asazi ukuthi bazoduka bephi, abaduke nezwe nje, sifaka uduka nezwe, hambe in the desert, Kalahari, kuyedliwa nama-hyena, couldn't care less. I know. So I was like, what is the difference between a calling and a gift? Good. Actually, that's one of the things I was going to address in one of the series. A calling and a gift, let's define it even better. There are those with ancestral gifts, and then there's the calling. Everybody has a calling. Everybody has a calling. You are a spirit who chose to come on this planet for a purpose. So your calling as a person, as umuntu, is your purpose. Your job is to find out and remember why it is you came into this incarnation. That's what we use the calendar for. Anybody can use the calendar to align with their principle and find the characteristics of that principle. You have your purpose. Now, an ancestral gift is a different thing. An ancestral gift is an inherited gift within your bloodline that involves working with spirits. Yeah, you guys have heard of Umdau, you've heard of Umguni, you've heard of Abelozi, you've heard of what. These are deities and spirits that your forefathers, however far back going, used to use for their work or were in service of, or had worked with for healing, and therefore it is passed down within the bloodline. That is the big difference. So every muntu has a calling. Ninayo yonke calling. Just got to find out your purpose and then you find your calling. Calling, purpose, same thing. Ancestral gifts, not everybody has them. I hope that's made it clear. This is first time catching me live. I've only been live on this platform probably in the entire time I've had it twice. So this is the first time probably last year around this time I went live talking about the African calendar. I generally don't like doing lives or coming here. Guys, thank you for the gifts. Yo, hey, Enkos. I love gifts. I didn't know I like gifts until I started getting them. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. It's so nice to see you guys too. You know what? Whatever this TikTok does, Nizozala. By force or fire, I will come here. Flat Earth. No such thing. Yo. Ayikho lento le flat Earth. Bantu bamdim. Ayikho flat Earth. Hello. Nice to meet you here. First time. No, I'm here. Is it a must to accept the gift? Are we talking about, you mean the ancestral gift? It's not a must to do anything. You can do whatever you like. But understand this, whatever choice you make, there are consequences. You have free will, Mose. You can choose not to, but just know that whatever comes is a consequence of you not accepting. Look, there are some ancestors, and I've heard this, I've not yet come across it, but I have heard that there are some ancestors who you can patla to and tell, my ancestors is not that kind. Somebody wants to.
I got this.
Right. Like what happened there? Hey.
I don't know. Hello, how am I here?
Oh, no. I invited you. I'll see if you want to battle. Do you want to battle or no?
What's a battle, darling?
It's a game. It's a game.
Oh, no, I'm busy teaching spirituality. Oh, thank you. Whoa. The hell happened? I ended up... Guys, did you see what just happened? I ended up on some gaming page. Sure, this is too funny. Someone's laughing at me. How? Gogo, please talk more about Abalozi. Yeah, you see, you keep asking me these specifics because you are going through it. I don't like this, guys, because and then I will become the Gogo. I'll become, hey, these sangomas, abapula online. I'm like, oh, abantu baze bakwatela into engekho. Of course, it's all energy, man. You love my beads. Don't love my beads too much. Do you know where these beads come from? I had a dream. No, don't put your dreams here and blocker. Do not put your information out here. Do not put your information out here. Don't put your dreams. Don't put your family problems. Don't. Please, I'm asking you. I've made videos about this. It's this desperation that's going to get you guys into trouble all the time. DM me, private. Yazi private is very important. Can I please have the books you read? Which ones? Have. There's a list of 30 resources on my page. Go and look for that video. And I have PDFs. So if you DM me and you want a PDF, you can WhatsApp me and I'll give you the PDFs. Does everyone on earth have a soul? When you say everyone, we have to be specific. There are some inorganic creatures that don't have souls. So if you are talking about Bagwantu, I mean, I cannot speak with authority over this because there's just so much mystery, but I do believe that there are some Bantu people who don't have a soul. I think you can sell your soul or give your soul away in exchange for something, and I think there are a lot of people who've done that. I'll just give a personal experience. I've come across people where when you walk past them, you literally feel like you're walking past an empty shell. I'm extremely attuned to energy. And in order to have a soul, you must have this electromagnetic thing going on, which I pick up on even if you're by the door, which is like, I don't know, 4 meters away. I can pick that up. And I've been in spaces and it feels so strange to be around Bantu abafana nawe and you are not picking up on any kind of resonance. Usually there's a type of resonance, whether it be a repulsion of each other because anzwani or imoya yenu, or whether it be resonance where you are kind of pulled magnetically towards each other. So I do, like I said, I don't want to speak authoritatively because there's so much we don't know out there. Bob Credo always said the same, you think you know, and that's when you realize you know so little. It's a vast, huge world out there. But I have come across phenomena like that have made me wonder sometimes whether, I was dealing with a soulless person or soulless, I won't even call them a person, I guess a soulless creature. Can I channel my gift different to Ubungoma? Depends what your gift is, right? Don't put spirit in a box. I'll say this, Standosam. Do not put spirit in a box because Umoya is using all kinds of modalities to heal, to speak. I don't talk about half the stuff that I do in my healing practice because I just don't. But I will say this, do not put spirit in a box. You and your people, once you establish your relationship, you can talk about it. You and your ancestors can have a discussion about what it is they want of you. How do they want you to heal? Because it's not your gift, it's theirs. They're the ones who are coming to be working through you. And also, don't let people tell you nonsense like, hey, where do they know tarot cards and crystals? Uyabona ubudom bethu thina bakwantu is our downfall. Tarot, crystal, the zodiacs, those are our things. These other people took it and learnt it from us because we were traveling all over the world educating. Healing stones, that's us. Tarot, that's us. There is a divination plate in Zimbabwe. In fact, maybe I should do a post on it so I can show you the picture. That is literally, it's circular, it's round, and it's literally a lunar calendar, but also a divination. And the way it's created, it's synced with the Orion Belt and Star Sirius B. So when people tell you astrology is not our thing, laugh at them. Mhleke. Ungakwati, because you lower your vibrations. Funny man. Don't lower your laugh at them, because it is ridiculous what some of these people here say. That's why I said online, I cannot be adding to the noise, even though I know what I know. I can't. It's too much chaos. But I will teach so that you get what you need. Who's Maza Zaman? Angwazi futhi negama lakho lo Maza. Maza, where are you from, Maza? Ngikhuluma nabelungu. Kehla, there are some gifts that do not require ukuthwasa. Absolutely. Plenty gifts do not require ukuthwasa. Plenty. And by the way, I did put out what Uma said. You said more and more kids are staying at home. Bazothwasa ekhaya with the help of their ancestors, because being ngaphandle, and she's going to do a cleanup, and she does not want these poor children caught in the mix of the cleanup. The cleanup is here already. So, yebo, absolutely 100% kunokuthwasa emakhaya. In Zimbabwe, there are no initiation schools even. When the time comes and parents see ukuthi lo mntana lo ngathi usenengulo lo, they take them to the local healer to have 1-2 things done for them. Banuphiwa makhoma is amagobongo, bephehlelwa into zabo kulungiswe, beswe emanzini kulungiswe. Qeda lapho uyahlala lapho maybe 3, 4, 5 days. Doesn't take long, because they keep the child at home until they see ukuthi it's do or die time. Sebuya ekhaya. There's none of this drama that's out there now. Yo, Nkosi yami. Ngalaleli yonke into. Don't just accept everything. Run it through you first. Remember, you've got all the knowledge within you. If it doesn't resonate, throw it out. Dingamavuma. I'll say, listen, you didn't come out of Esontweni at the church where people were pulling you by the nose and telling you and instilling fear, only for you to have fear instilled in the spiritual space. Ngeke. Refuse. If it doesn't make sense to you, don't take it on board. If you feel when you are one of these, in your dreams, that's for you to know. You don't have to justify anything to anybody. You want approval from externals. Oh, it's you and your losses in secret doing what you need to do quietly. Abangendawo bonke laba. It could be the biggest gobela in the world. We don't care. Akangendawo in your issue. Namadlozi wakini. Ne? And don't let them discount your healing methods either. Listen, just to make you laugh. Umoya can heal somebody with anything. Are you hearing me? Say, for example, you were somewhere and you found somebody who was so sick and there are no herbs that you know. Uze umoya ukutshela ukuthi yabona that berry on that tree. When uthi manje this berry, what is it? We don't even know. Is it poisonous? Is umoya uthi thatha lento le ibambe. Itshela ukuthi izopholisa lo muntu uyenze umnike aphole. Don't ningamameli too much nonsense out there. I'm telling you. There are people who want to be gatekeepers in the spiritual space. There are no gatekeepers in the spiritual space. Don't ever allow anybody to make you feel like you have to earn your way or to prove yourself in the spiritual space. Nonsense. Don't allow the gatekeepers. A lot of these gatekeepers is because... Oh, hello? Man, I think... No, sorry. I'm not supposed to be here. Can you drop me? Sorry, that was an accident.
Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you
definitely,
positive?
I know. Aye.
Why don't you want to speak to me?
I didn't know. Man. Please. Bye.
No, stay. Where are you going?
I'm going back to my people that I was teaching.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Talk to you about what?
Talk to me, please.
Hey, right. I don't talk to you. talk
Where,
to the
right.
likes of.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Hi, Ugambo's letter.
I
Hey,
wanna talk. I wanna
Genesis.
talk to you. I wanna talk to you.
About what?
You're a very beautiful lady.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But can I go to my people?
Right. Say please. Say please. Say please, and I'll let you go. Say please.
Please, let
Pretty
me
please.
go. Oh,
Pretty
please,
please.
pretty,
Okay.
pretty.
Okay.
Hey,
I love
thank
you. I
you.
love you.
I love you back. Bye. Shit, what the fuck is going on, guys? Kathi kwenzakalani today? Phew, 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 phew. Hey, ngibabonile guys, bathusa labantu laba. Bona lo cela amathathu ngathi yo kamangidla. Angisho bayadla abantu laba. They eat purple. They funa melanin. Ngathi hi, I'm in the wrong side of the town. I'm on the wrong side of the railroad tracks. How ngeke? Phew. Oh, guys. Do you think that's a sign that I should go away now, guys? Maybe it's a sign for me to leave. I fell in love with who? Akahambe ugogo wakhe la nje. Ngeke. They are monitoring spirits in dreams. Oh, it's a good question. Gogo, are they monitoring spirits in dreams? Yeah, absolutely. There are people who put monitoring spirits so that they can see what you are dreaming. Yes, moving about. Yeah, bro. They have monitoring spirits so they can see what's going on in your dream life. That's why you find I'm so protective of you guys. When I shout at you for putting your dreams here, it's not that I'm trying to be mean. It's because I know what I know. You don't want to give anybody a clue about anything, you know? Confuse the enemy, as they say. But if you're going to put yourself out on the platter like this, go and see what your profile picture looks like. That's all they need. They don't even need your name. You know, you hear people saying, "Mfuna igama lakho, nesibongo sakho, nesithombe sakho." You don't need all that. Mina ngihlahluba about ghosts, right? Somebody comes here as user so and so and so and so and so. Ati yeah, what. Ngiyamhlahluba. Energy. Tap into their energy. Gogo, monitoring spirits. Yes, so I've answered your question. Yes, plenty monitoring spirits in the dreams. What else is there? How do a person can get your dreams back? So what you're asking is if you, let me put on my glasses, guys. This writing is too small. So what you're asking is, say you used to dream and then you no longer dream, right? It does not necessarily mean that someone is interfering with your dreams. It can be, but the best way to find out is do little things. So if you no longer dream, there are things you can do. You can drink impepo tea. It's a very good dream opener. You can drink blue lotus tea, which I have a stash of in South Africa. If anyone is interested in blue lotus tea, just DM me. I'll direct you to where you can get it. This is what they call the tea of the gods, because this is what Coco used to drink when they went to the cardinal points. They used to drink blue lotus tea. Very powerful dream tea. What else are people doing? I don't do dairy, but there are people who will warm milk and drink milk just before they go to bed. Here's the key though, guys, I want to tell you in understanding how spirituality works. You can drink anything and dream. You know why I say that? The power is here. That is where Heka or magic is, here. Right? So, in other words, whatever spiritual tool or enhancer that you're using, how effective it is depends on what you tell it to do. A lot of the times you guys see me wearing different pieces of jewelry. You have no idea what it does. You guys call it jewelry, but it's not actually just jewelry. It's sacred jewelry. There's a big difference. Ne? So let's see, how do a person, so I hope I've answered your question. Try impepo tea. You just get impepo leaves, pour boiling water the way you would tea and drink. Warm milk just before you go to bed, drink. But remember too, the key component is uphahla. Wiphuzelani lo bisi lo. You can't just say ngiphuza ubisi lamhlanje ngizophupha. Hayi bo. Phahla. Even impepo yakho, iphahlele as you make your tea. Babiza ogogo nabomkhulu ukuthi ufuna inkulumo nabo. And then drink your tea and go see what happens. Ne? Other people, I know from Zimbabwe, you can take a little bit of snuff in a bucket and wash with it and futa with it. Babiza ukuthi ufuna ukhuluma nabo, ufuna uba nengxoxo, inkulumo. And then go to sleep. The steaming and the wash, I would do 3 to 5 days. Do it every night for 3 nights, every night for 5 nights. See what happens. If after all those efforts, you're not dreaming, we need to look and see what's really going on. But I would start there. Yeah, Mkulu, please talk about uthought, utoth, utoth. Anyway, guys, I have to go. I have to go and take care of Nganyezi, and then I have to go and pick up one of my twins from her internship. But guys, did you enjoy this? Do you want me to come back? If you want me to come back, I'll come back. I'll come back. Probably, I don't know, probably your early morning. I go to bed late. I'll come back and, we can do this answer what. It's very shallow, but at least I'm able to give you something. But I think I will do this series for sure. This has shown me that series is absolutely essential. Ne? All right. So, Tiningham, Bege, I will be back. If I'm not back today, don't hold me to my promise of your early morning, my late night, because it depends on Moya. You know how these things go. But I definitely see that there is some benefit in doing this. And I will create the series for you guys. Ne? Masithokozeni, thank you guys for gracing me. I really, really appreciate you. Ngibonga nina. I am grateful for all those who walk with you, all the ancestors that go with you. Namaste and sandla phezu kwesinye. See you guys soon. Anila. End. Funa uku-enda phela. There.